Hello, everyone. Over the past 2 weeks, I've been working on a genetics project where I surveyed my family members to investigate the inheritance of a dominant trait, tongue rolling. I created a pedigree chart that includes 3 generations and 12 family members, and today I'm going to walk you through what I found and what it tells us about genetics and inheritance. So, you're probably wondering, what is tongue rolling? Tongue rolling is a simple genetic trait. It's the ability to roll your tongue into a tube shape, like this. This trait is controlled by a single gene, where tongue rolling is dominant and non-tongue rolling is recessive. This means even if you have one capital T allele, you'll be able to roll your tongue. But if you have 2 recessive alleles, lowercase t doubled, you can't. So let me walk you through the survey results. So this was actually really interesting because I can roll my tongue and my brother can't, and my father can, and my mother can't. So because I know that if you can't roll your tongue, that means that you have the recessive trait, and that means that I must have inherited 1 lowercase t from my mother and 1 uppercase T from my father. So that means that I know that my trait is the heterozygous rolling tongue with 1 capital T and 1 lowercase t. Now, if I go on, I can see that my paternal grandfather can not roll his tongue, and my paternal grandmother could roll her tongue when she was alive. So since I can't survey farther than that, I know now that my paternal grandmother must have had either 2 uppercase T's or 1 uppercase T and 1 lowercase t. I can't be for certain because her parents have been gone a long time. and So from that, I'm able to infer that my father must have 1 uppercase T and 1 lowercase t, since his father could not roll his tongue. And my mother's family was really easy because nobody in their family can roll their tongue. So I know that they all have lowercase t's. So let me walk you over to my actual pedigree chart. So here's the chart that I made. I labeled the generations 1, 2, and 3, and used numbers to organize siblings. So you can see my brother is the oldest and I am the youngest. And I included the genotypes that I knew, and the ones that I didn't know, I did OR. So there was actually only 1 genotype that I didn't know. This helped me see how the trait passed down in my family. So a black square means that you can roll your tongue and you're a male, and a white square means you cannot roll your tongue and you're a male. And a black circle means you can roll your tongue and you're female, and a white circle means you cannot roll your tongue and you're a female. So, and then these lines just show marriage. So it was really neat to be able to see how this trait was inherited in my family. So it got me to thinking, what if I were to have children someday? So let's say my partner also has the same uppercase T, lowercase t as me. Our children would have a 75% chance of being able to roll their tongues and a 25% chance of not being able to. If my partner could not roll her tongue and she was lowercase t, our children would have a 50-50 shot of being able to do that. And my partner could roll her tongue and both of her parents, well, no, if she had the uppercase T homozygous trait, then there would be a 100% chance that our offspring would be able to roll their tongue. And that's really neat how we can use this information to predict traits in future generations. So this activity really helped me to understand how dominant and recessive traits work and how scientists use pedigrees to track inheritance in families. It also connects to the big ideas in genetics that we studied this year, like how traits are inherited, what genotypes and phenotypes are, and how family history helps us understand our own biology. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I learned a lot about my family and how something as simple as tongue rolling can reveal the power of genetics. I recommend that everyone try this with their own family. It's really fun and eye-opening. Thank you.